it's very nice to see you all. It really is.
I think so, because there's a lot of people outside.
Yeah, please come and share.
Yes, I'll be right here.
I'll sit here.
We're going to begin with a surprise that I didn't plan when we thought about today. We never thought this would happen. But because it was a musical occasion, I brought along all of Pete Sayers, Dennis's musical instruments. And I brought along his banjo, technically known as a banjo guitar. I used to irritate him by saying, please come across, there's a lovely chair over here if you'd like to sit down. You can sit on one another's laps.
Oh, that'd be nice.
I used to annoy Pete by being very posh and always calling it a banjo. That upset him. But anyway, Paul Krask here, he was an old mate of mine. We used to work together in the newspaper business.
I was just a boy in those days.
We'll believe it.
And he saw Pete's original banjo, which Pete played around the world for, 30 or 40 years. And he picked it up. And what you're hearing now is the first time this instrument has been played for 12 years. It was part of Pete Sayers' life for most of his working life, and it's been lying silent for all those years. So I'm very pleased to hear it again. I cannot assume that all of you know what the heck I'm talking about.
Yes,
Well, is there anybody who hasn't heard of Grunty Fair? No. Right. No, there's nobody from Venus or Mars.
No, we're from Norwich.
You look quite normal.
That's right. We've got our character at Potterheim, didn't we?
Yeah, I'm afraid so. But you're very welcome, and I hope you get home safely as well. It's a terrible journey. But it really takes me back. The first time I ever met Pete Sayers was over a musical instrument. And that's what drew me into the whole Grunty Fen farrago. And at one time I thought it was dead when Pete died. And I couldn't have been more wrong, because the whole Grunty Fen legend has survived to an amazing extent. And it never ceases to surprise me that people remember it so fondly. And this lady, Terry, here today, yet again, has astonished me. Go on, show them.
Anybody recognise it?
She's playing this, what do you call that, stick puppet?
It's a jig doll.
A jig doll.
Basically, it's a jig doll. They get called all sorts of things.
But it's,
But it's
and Pete had one something like that.
He did. We had his trike and trailer here for a while, in the next door room.
Yeah, indeed, I've got it now. Yeah.
And when we were looking after the trike, sort of blowing tyres up and getting the dust off and things like that, I found a doll in the trailer. And I at the time, I was sort of just getting prepared to make these things. And I picked it up and I thought, well, I'll borrow it, I'll take it home. But you're not hearing this, Paul. I took it home and I copied the way Pete had done the joints. And I dressed him up as a Morris man. That was the first one I ever made. And as I made several others, of course my husband, who was playing the banjo, is very musical. I'm not. And the only way I can share his music is to make dolls to dance with the music. And because we were very good friends with Pete, in the bicycle world, vintage bicycles, I made one of Dennis. It took me a long while because of the painting on his pullover. But whenever I get him out,
It's very good. It's very
anything we do,
convincing.
everybody knows who he is. Oh, Dennis, you know.
Now, I've got sitting on the mantelpiece at home some wooden dolls that were made by a carpenter of Dennis and Maudie.
Oh,
You remember Maudie's girlfriend?
yes.
Maudie, yeah.
Maudie Deeks, yeah.
I got the Maudie, yeah.
Well, thank you very much,
Not
Terry.
at all.
But Terry's an illustration of how, you know, even if I wanted to, it wouldn't go away. You know, it lives on. And later on, I'll offer my thoughts and ask you to suggest why it is that a crazy thing like this just lives on, even though the man who originally invented it has been dead for 11, nearly 12 years.